folks, let's talk about some do's and don'ts that you should follow to lose weight this summer. So we've got about 8 do's and about 4 don'ts of things you can do to lose weight this summer. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm not going to give you a long introduction over here. Well, actually, why should you listen to me? Well, I lost 170 pounds. I started my ketogenic journey about 5.5 years ago, and I've been in maintenance mode about 3.5 years or something like that. I don't know, but I lost all my weight in 2 years through a ketogenic diet, and that's why I promote it. That's what all my videos basically talk about. So let's talk about how you can follow keto or really any diet. These rules will apply to basically any weight loss diet you follow. So yeah, let's look at those today. The first do to any type of diet, summer weight loss diet, winter weight loss diet, ketogenic diet, paleo diet, whatever, is that you have to come to the acceptance in your heart that weight loss all comes down to calories in versus calories out. No weight loss diet will work if you do not follow the tenets of burning more calories than you consume. I don't want to argue about it, but I'll throw some bows in the comments. It's just the laws of physics. So you have to come to that understanding and live by it. That is the first do. The second thing you need to do is realize that weight loss is all about diet, not exercise. My 2 favorite quotes when it comes to weight loss are that weight loss starts in the kitchen and you cannot outrun a bad diet. That means that if you are overeating so much, it doesn't matter how much exercise you're going to do because it's going to be impossible basically to burn it all off and live a normal lifestyle, right? I like the first quote because it reminds us that it's much easier to eat less than it is to try and burn off calories. Eating less literally takes 0 effort. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I can sit there and watch some SVU and I'm not doing anything and I am on my diet. That is so much easier than going and trying to run or work out or swim or lift weights or for 2 hours to try and burn, I don't know, a couple hundred calories. And it's not even accurate how many calories you're burning with a lot of these weight loss apps whenever you do try and plug in the amount of calories that you've burnt after a workout. The second quote, the outrunning a bad diet. Yeah, I mean, if you're eating 500 extra calories and you're trying to burn that off, that's really hard. That's a lot of working out. So just remember that weight loss starts in the kitchen and you can't outrun a bad diet. I mean, if you are a 5'3" woman, okay, and your basic metabolic rate, that means the amount of calories you need just to live is 1,600, but you want to lose weight and you want to cut out about 20% in calories, which off my head, I believe is like 320. It is way easier just to eat a little bit less. Take out a couple slices of bread, have some broccoli instead of that potato, rather than to try and go burn every day 320 calories by running or working out or whatever. Just keep that in mind. The third thing that you should definitely do is find a way that suits your needs to eat less calories overall. For me, that was keto. Why keto? Well, I get to eat really, really tasty food that I enjoy. I mean, when I heard that I could be eating rotisserie chicken and steak and like all the fish I wanted and basically bacon and sausage, I was like, heck yeah, let's do this. That sounds like a plan to me. I can drink some wine. I'll fit it into my day. I like the fact that keto would help me come over this sugar addiction. I used to buy packages and packages of sweets and just down them in one night, but I can't do that on keto. It just totally eliminates it from my life for me. And I was going to get over that need of using carbs to fill up. I used to binge on carbs before my actual meal. So those are some of the reasons keto was going to meet my needs and eating less calories overall. But again, this video isn't really focused on keto. You can apply these rules to any weight loss diet program that you want to, but I always promote keto. That's what this whole channel is about. So the best way to find something that's going to meet your needs is to research different methods of weight loss diets and find the one that you can be consistent with and motivated about. Oh, by the way, my 2 keys of weight loss are motivation and consistency. So you need to be excited about this diet like I was about eating all this good food and losing weight on keto, and you need to be able to do it over the long term. We'll talk about that long term in a bit towards the don'ts. But definitely you need to have motivation and consistency over the long term to lose weight and keep it off. The fourth thing you need to do is to purge. Get all that crappy food out of your life. And that also means drawing your lines in the sand. I say that phrase a lot, drawing the lines in the sand, because you need to come up after you've researched different methods of weight loss the things that are hard no's for you. For me, that's bread substitutes, pasta, potatoes, and things that are okay. And then you have to stick with that. That is your decision. Those are your lines, but you have to stick with it. So you're purging those things out of your life and you're allowing these other things to remain. And you'll find new things to add. I would always suggest to eliminate as much as you can. Start as hardcore as you can while also meeting your own needs. I haven't eaten those foods since I started keto. I keep them out of my life. But then I did allow some artificial sweeteners or like home-baked keto goods. So, I mean, it's just going to depend on what your lines are. And again, how to meet your needs and maintain that sustainability. The fifth thing that you need to do to follow a weight loss diet this summer is to buy as much unprocessed food as you can. Now, listen up, y'all. That does not mean that you need to be going to Whole Foods or what's Publix? Green Wise, I don't know, the Publix for even richer people. That does not mean that you have to buy free range chicken and eggs, okay? That just means as unprocessed as possible because you want to eliminate as many calories that are put into processed foods. The more processed the food is, means it has more additives, means that there might be more calories or carbs incorporated into that food. When you go unprocessed, when you shop along the outer ring of the grocery store, you are eating the fresher meats, the fresher vegetables and fruits, the fresher dairy. And then you only go into those middle aisles to buy other things, you know, the things that you just kind of need to stock up on, like maybe coffee or spices or nuts. Again, I'm talking keto here, but I would say try and go as unprocessed as possible in any weight loss diet that you're following. Because you're buying these unprocessed foods, you have more control over what goes into your mouth and the amount of calories that you're consuming. While you're in this shopping phase, you also need to acquire 3 things. You need a digital food scale for the kitchen. You need a digital body scale for that body weight. And you also need to download or buy a food log app. The food log app is great for tracking not only your daily meals and telling you how many calories you have left and how many carbs and how much protein you've eaten, but also it tracks your weight so you can see, you know, those increments. And I suggest logging those increments after every 5 pounds of weight loss. It's a single view of all of your progress. P.S. You should definitely watch this video about tracking your weight every day versus not every day. And I think it's really helpful for newbies and also people who are in maintenance mode at the moment. Going back to the list, you need that digital food kitchen scale so that you know exactly what you're consuming so that you are not overeating on calories. Because remember, if you are and you're eating more calories than you think, you could either gain weight or stall in weight loss. You need that body scale so you know that you are on track. I'd also suggest taking beginning measurements around your belly, your hips, your thighs, and your bust, and your thighs. I said thighs. All the parts that you want to know about. Your neck. I did that one too. So yeah, have fun, go shopping, buy unprocessed food, and get those 3 things. The 6th thing you should do is set mini goals. Now, I said one of the keys to weight loss is motivation, and these mini goals are going to help you get to the big main goal of your final weight loss journey. These mini goals are going to keep you on track, and I suggest setting them about maybe every 5 to 10 pounds, and then once you do hit that mini goal, you need to reward yourself. You need to be looking forward to this. Whether it's posting a self-congratulatory post on Facebook or Instagram, or buying a new set of pants or a shirt or a dress or something, you need to reward yourself in ways that are different from rewarding yourself with food. You need to get over that food is there as an emotional thing. We got to get over that too. That's due 6.5. Get over emotional attachments to food. That's easier said than done. I want to make a whole video about that, by the way. The different types of food addictions and emotional attachments to food. Why people overeat. There, that's the title. Look out for that one in the future. So, you've been on track, you've purged the food, you've been getting used to the new food, you've been doing this lifestyle change for a while now, you know, maybe we're in like the mid to end part of the summer. But guess what? The 7th thing you need to do is to plan for social eating. You're kind of lucky because there aren't a whole lot of holidays in the summer, and that's what this video is all about, is summer weight loss. Except for maybe 4th of July. Does Father's Day count? I don't know. Anyway, you need to plan for how you're going to eat around other people in big gatherings because guess what? Food is a big part of basically, I'm sure, every culture in the entire world. And, you know, I'm just saying that as an armchair sociologist, anthropologist. I also consider myself an armchair psychologist. Here are some tips that you might use to plan your social eating. Spoil your appetite and eat beforehand. I know it sounds a little lame, but guess what? Sometimes you need to go somewhere and people aren't going to know about your diet or they're not going to care about your diet and you're going to be starving if you haven't eaten anything. right beforehand. So I would say spoil your diet a little bit so that you're not starving in case there's nothing you can eat. Now, if you can bring your own food to a social gathering, great. I have awesome friends who like make sure that I can eat a lot of the stuff that they bring because I love them and they love me apparently, and I'm so blessed. Oh, P.S. When you bring something that you can eat, also make sure that everybody around you is going to like it. Basically, all of my keto recipes are things that other people have liked as well. If you want to check out any of my keto cooking videos. If it's like a big holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I would suggest allowing an eating window that still follows your guidelines, but maybe allows you to eat a little bit more than usual. We do like to eat a lot on the holidays, and it's a time to celebrate and just, give in a little bit to our favorite things. And for food addicts like all of us who are or have been overweight, food is one of our most cherished things in this life. I know it sounds sad. Anyway. Plan for that, okay? Allow maybe one big plate of food, or allow one big meal of food, or maybe, if you're really going to stretch it, one big day of food with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But you have to plan it and then have the end date or the end time or the end meal for you to get back on track. You have to have that set and you have to stick to it. Also plan for your alcohol. Figure out which things you can drink. I have a whole wine video, which is real fun, by the way. You should check it out. But also, if you don't want to talk about wine or things like that, you can also check out the keto subreddit and also the keto drunk subreddit too. Basically, if you can fit it into your day, you can kind of drink it. Just stay away from sugary things. So how would I sum up planning for social eating? Well, I would quote an old German professor that I had. I did not take German, but he was German. And anyway, he always said, be like Icarus. Don't fly too high, but don't fly too low. So yes, if you are on your weight loss diet and you're just going, but the holidays come around and you are miserable because you cannot partake, well, you are flying too high, my friend. You need to bring it down a little bit so you can enjoy those holidays, but just those holidays or those special occasions, right? Because during those special occasions, you can treat yourself, but you don't want to treat yourself every day because then you become, you fly a little too low and then you drown in the ocean. So be consistent throughout most of the time. Fly as high as you can. But don't fly too high to the sun. Enjoy those holidays. That's one of my favorite life lessons. Thanks, Jurgen. And then the 8th thing you need to do is adapt as you go. I cannot tell you how many times I have changed my approach. I have done 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, intermittent fasting. I'm back on 2 meals a day. I've done really dirty keto. I've done very, very healthy lean meat, big side salad keto. I've made keto sweet treats. I'm not doing sweet treats right now. I used to drink gin soda lemon. Now I drink dry white wine. It's just all going to depend and based on your needs and your lifestyle and your budget and all those things. Again, sustainability is one of the keys. If you cannot maintain your healthier lifestyle, you're going to go back to your old ways. And I'm not even saying that you have to maintain that same exact healthy lifestyle. If you did keto for 2 years and you want to go over to paleo or to veganism or vegetarianism, do it if you think you can handle it and if it meets your needs. All right, let's talk about some don'ts. Do not plan to cheat. I feel like if you say, you know what, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks and then I'm going to give myself a cheat day, I feel like you are already just giving up. Again, I can't really judge people who want to approach this with a cheat day in mind, but I'm just saying I think it's easier if you just get all gung-ho and motivated and excited about this kind of new lifestyle change that you're about to embark on. I would say don't plan to cheat. Boom. The second thing you should definitely not do, don't do it, is to see your lifestyle change as a temporary fix. It is a lifestyle change. You are trying to lose weight and maintain this weight loss over the long term, right? So why do you think that you would be able to go back to your old habits? You will gain that weight right back, and it's real easy. Trust me. The third thing you definitely don't want to do is to let a failure linger. I did a little calculation here on the top of my notes, and I said, well, you know what? I have definitely failed. I've actually made a whole video about the inevitability of failure on any type of weight loss diet. But I said, you know what? If in the last 5.5 years, I had 100 days of failure. You know how many days were in the past 5.5 years? About 2007. So 100 days of failure after 2007, that left me with a 4.9% failure rate. But you know what that also left me with was a 95% success rate. Even if you fail for an entire day or 2 or 3 in a row, you cannot let that failure linger. You need to get back on the wagon because it's not about those, 100 days out of 5 years. It's about the other 2001 whatever days. So remember, sustainability and consistency, they are a big key to weight loss and keeping it off. If you're successful for 95% out of the time with your calories and everything that you're trying to manage, you are succeeding and you're being sustainable and you're being consistent and you're going to see consistent weight loss and weight maintenance. Whoa, this video is getting long. Good thing we've only got one don't left. Do not compare your weight loss to other people. I had 170 pounds to lose. The first year and a half, I wasn't even hungry and I was losing weight like every day, like a pound. Not a pound every day, but a lot of weight like within a week. And it was just falling off. Well, you know what? The last year or so, it took me about a whole year to lose 20 pounds. I went from about 170 to about 150. So if you don't have 100 pounds to lose with your, smaller butt over here, who only needs to lose 30 pounds and you're saying, I only lost 5 pounds this month. Why isn't it working as well for me? It is working well, okay? It's just, you can't compare yourself to other people. It might take a little bit longer for you to see those bigger results. You can't compare yourself to other people when it comes to weight loss because, again, everybody's going to approach weight loss according to their needs and their lifestyle and their desires. Whew. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Well, folks, that's about it for today. Whew, that was a long one. If you have a question about weight loss, please leave that in a question comment down below. And I'm going to try and do a your questions, my answers video here soon. So let me know. Maybe you will be one of the questions that have been chosen for that video. And if you liked this video, thought it was informative, and you'd like to see more, definitely please do not forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I will link all of that down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye!